Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch this video for Monday, October 17th. Very interesting scenario here. We had the gap down on Thursday and the absolute short squeeze rip in the overall market. But then pretty quickly on Friday, gap up and a fairly ugly day. We didn't erase the entire day from Thursday, but you can still feel every time something that feels like a bottom gets quickly slapped in the face, shoveled to the face, however you want to word it, it just makes the sentiment feel that much weaker, right? So the thing I don't like about it as a day trader is when you get big up days, then big down days, and you get a lot of sideways chop, which is what we're in. You don't get a whole lot of nice looking daily charts for anything I look for, right? For potential breakouts, recent high flyers that are sort of flagging for the next leg up, or bounce plays, stuff that's down several days in a row into support, or strong stocks that have been absolutely ripping down a few days, on lower volume. Like none of those are lining up right now. So that's my segue into why I don't have very much on watch going into Monday. I always say this, new stocks will emerge. There'll be a great story on a stock, and it'll rip, and then we can watch for pullbacks intraday or daily and all that stuff too. So, but right now I've got very few stocks on watch, and the ones I have on watch for day trades, keep in mind I'm a day trader, aren't all that interesting. And I hate to start with this one, SNTI, because it's really not a setup other than it had this huge rip. I was looking for a bounce on this day, but it was the day the overall market tanked down. I missed a beautiful opportunity, had a huge move. But then it's red again, right back into the lows of the recent pullback. So it's not really a setup, but I like the way this stock moves. So I'm going to put it on a chart, if that makes any sense. APDN, another one that had a really nice move. And this kind of looks like day one of a pullback, right? So I'd like to see it come back for another day or two. So I don't love it either, but I am going to throw it on a chart because I don't have that much to put on charts. AGFY, great relative strength to the market. But I feel like I'm already chasing it, so I'd like to see that come in for a little bit. But if I get an A+ setup, I'll give it a shot. NERV, great relative strength to the market, but it's extended from the moving averages, so I don't love that. This is like a, here's what I don't love, but I'm going to have on a chart video, right? LUCY had the gap up about a week ago and really been bleeding lower ever since. So here we go. I don't love it, but I'm going to watch it because I think it's got potential if we get a bounce play setup. RUM is Rumble. Remember, it was just a few weeks ago, this thing was just ripping, and now it's down here just looking pretty ugly, but it's a clean setup for a snapback bounce for a day trade. So I'm going to put it on watch. WVE, kind of a little mini breakout on Friday. It fooled around with this 450 area, almost got to the 450 area back here, then pushed through it, but came right back down, then was kind of flagging right around it for a few days, and then on Friday got the breakout in a very weak tape, so it makes the stock interesting as far as, hey, this thing's strong. But then I also would caution you and say, hey, look, this is like several green days in a row. Do we really want to chase it up here? So I'm going to watch it because of the relative strength, but guess what? I don't love it. And the SOBR, probably my favorite from the whole list, just because it's been really strong lately and it's kind of flagging. It's made a couple attempts recently with the gap up here, and then on Thursday had a kind of a nice pop. But it is flagging after the initial pop, the pullback, secondary pop that went higher, and now kind of flagging. And the 200-day, I always view the 200-day looming above as a potential magnet. So, and it's, you can't see it on this chart. I don't have 200 on this chart, but it's at 439. I use the simple moving average for 200-day, and it's at basically 440, right? So this is probably my favorite. And guess what? I don't love it either. We're going to find some gappers in the pre-market and put them on watch. Just be careful. Things are really whippy. I made another video this morning about what I saw happen in a couple stocks at ILAG and TOP. You can look at my account on Twitter and find that video. Some crazy action in those two on Friday. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in any stock, and it happened in two of them. But in the video, I also mentioned they're both Hong Kong, so maybe there's a whole section of stocks to avoid because some crazy stuff going on there in Hong Kong stocks, at least those two. And again, we'll add gappers, and I promise you some new leaders for day traders like me will emerge this week, and then we'll have new setups. But right now, not too excited about Monday morning.